Hey everyone, it's your boy. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Logan. I make art and shit, but I wanted to show you the book that I'm working on, that I've been working on for almost 6 years now. The Psychedelic West Coast. Well, what is it? It's a story. It's a good story. It's a story that I have my whole heart set on. So I'm gonna show you everything that I have for it. That's here. And first I'm gonna give you a brief synopsis of what this shit is, so you guys know, because I want you guys to know. This is written by me. The coming-of-age adventure you always needed, an honest story of love, madness, poetry, and spirituality. Darren Joseph McKenna is a 16-year-old writer and artist who was recently diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia. His best friends, Kyler and Xavier, are the biggest dope dealers in town, as well as the most legendary party hosts. This story follows Darren as him and his friends navigate through their arrogant, wonderful, angst-ridden lives. Alright, now it's time to get into it. I'm gonna show you everything I'm gonna go through. I have everything laid out of all the things I will be showing you. These are all journals and sketchbooks all throughout my life. And so we're gonna go through them. So first off, I want to show you guys the concept covers for this story, because these are pictures that I feel like gets straight to the point on what this thing's going to be about. Right here is the three... Oh shit, I'm nervous. God. Calm down, Logan. Fuck. So here's the three main characters. Darren in the middle, Kyler on the right, and Xavier on the left. So the Psychedelic West Coast, this picture is going to kind of tell you everything. Very simple. You just have a little mushroom, a little beach, and a moon. Focus. There you go. Check that out. Alright, the first thing we're gonna go through is this lovely journal that I got when I was 16. I got it from Target. It is made by Green Room, and just an overall solid journal. Oh, I just love the journal so much. The faded lines, the paper, the dimensions, it's so amazing. I was so glad I got my hands on this before this was discontinued. All throughout these, I was specializing in just faces and characters, and I never got into the story until one sketch. This was the first ever sketch that I made for the book. You have Darren and Kyler in Kyler's van on their way to a big beach party. So Kyler already has all these duffel bags labeled, everything having a different drug in them, and Darren is just chilling. This was something I drew up while I was in English class, and I really wanted to be in this moment. Kyler, as you'll see again here, this was the second art piece I ever did. Kyler is based off of my friend Kaya, who I never met in person, but I always thought he was very beautiful. He had these wild dreadlocks, and they just kind of inspired this character. And then we have Darren right here, main character, based off of me. And then we have his love interest, who I didn't fully develop yet. I just was still conceptualizing her. And then we have Mystery Man. I didn't know who was gonna be, but I knew we needed a more tougher dude in this story. So off of that, I designed Darren's face a little bit more. I was going for like a really realistic style. I only drew this way because I was just studying what people's faces looked like. I wasn't going for anything specific, so it's the first, or sort of the first real design for Darren. And then we have Kyler. I kind of like the way that this came out. So I knew that Kyler has this little Ankh necklace as well as his little bead on his dread. And we have Kyler in his van. So those are pulled out from this sketchbook. I just wanted to show you guys those things. And continuing on, I'm not going to flip through everything in this journal, but I do have some things I want to show you guys. This is just to highlight kind of what kind of stuff I was drawing. I was really into like hippie, weird nature, psychedelic stuff. I think that kind of continues on a little bit. Yeah, so the original idea of this story was Darren and his friends actually eat mushrooms and get superpowers, but I kind of changed up the story a little bit. See, and that's where this image comes from. Kyler giving Darren this magical mushroom. This is fun. This is me just trying to design Kyler's van, because I knew I wanted it to just be out there with all these fucking designs on them. And so that's where we get stuff like that. I stole some of these designs from Pinterest, as I steal every one of my ideas. I'm not original. And yeah, these are just concepts that I wanted to maybe incorporate on the van. Overall, I like this journal a lot because I was only 16 years old and I was just having really wild ideas all the time. I think this was my most just free. I just drew the weirdest shit. So yeah, I liked completing that, and it gave me inspiration for what to do for the next. I bought another one of those journals because they're just so great. Yeah, and so the things kind of continue on. I really like how this one opens up and it just has like shit in them. These are just little things I drew. So my face designs got a lot better at this point. I did quite a few sketches. I'm really excited to show you guys this one because this is where I started doing comics and stuff. This was another design for Darren's face. I was going for like a really realistic looking face for all these. I thought I wanted to do a comic with just really realistic faces. Didn't go like that. I'll show you guys why in the future. Okay. Xavier came to life. This was a very important and needed character, and he just worked out. He's based off of like a couple other friends I have. And this kind of shows where my mind was at. This is classic edgelord bullshit. And this is where I was at when I was 17. This video is not organized at all. I just kind of want to keep it organic here. This is a design for Kyler. Oh, this is cool. This is me writing, everything about the story. I actually just tried to storyboard a little bit, which is a really good idea. I was really obsessed with the 4 elements. I wanted to have some consistent themes and motifs that ran through the whole story. So that's where these came from. And some common themes I saw popping out through the story. I was doing a lot of writing at the time, by the way. And the art just kind of came along with it, but it was mostly writing. And so then I started doing comics. And that was really awesome to do. Yeah, so this little scene depicts Darren and Xavier, and they're just having a little chat on the beach. And this was really fun because I get to choose the camera angles in which I'm gonna show these faces and kind of direct the reader's eye. So this was a really nice medium to practice. This was a concept of, in the van, Kyler makes some mushroom tea for Autumn and Darren. Autumn is the next main character that she has a name now. She's the love interest of the whole thing. And this was a really edgy thing to do. This is Darren kind of just fucked up on all hell. He's just drinking and taking pills. He's just super fucked up. This is cringy as fuck, but it's a fun idea. It's cute. I can see the beauty in it. I have the 3 characters kind of just having a conversation about sex and jacking off, which was just trying out stuff. I have this whole beach background, which is nice because the beach is a big part of the story. We have a little comic testing that. You don't want to see that. This character's cool. Just a random character I drew up and I ended up putting it in the story. We have Darren and Autumn. This is them at Autumn's house, and it's really, really kind of sweet. Kind of like the way it came out. I didn't do really any interior drawing yet, but I had the curtains swaying from the summer wind and tried to show some sunlight coming in. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just making it up as I went. This is a very Fight Clubby scene between Darren and Xavier. I haven't even seen Fight Club at the time. This is basically, Darren felt like he needed to get his ass beat in order to, like, be a man and to, like, understand life, I guess. And Xavier does that for him. And, yeah, Xavier's cool like that. This is more comics. This one was kind of fun. We have Darren in the counselor's office, and the counselor who I ended up developing as a character based on my old English teacher. So that was cool. So overall, I made a lot of progress in this specific journal. This is Kyler and Xavier. They are the duo. They are best friends. I definitely pushed myself in this one. So next we're gonna take a look at a really big one. This one's so fucking fat. I'm gonna take a look at this one. I got this for my birthday. So I'm trying my best to go chronologically here. A lot of these sketchbooks just overlap because I get them at certain times and blah, blah, blah. So a lot of this is really, really old. Here's a cute little picture of Darren and Kyler riding in the van. The van is like way too fucking small, as you can see, but I didn't know how to draw a van. We have Darren and Autumn in Autumn's room. They fall in love, and it's really cute. Xavier and Darren. This is all the three main characters, Darren, Kyler, and Xavier, and they're just like disintegrating. I thought that was pretty fun concept. This is all the three characters on the beach. I really like the way I did the sky here. Pretty solid. My proportions and characters are still kind of shit, design-wise. This is a cringy comic of Xavier. I don't know why I did this. I guess I wanted to give him a moment. Oh, this is nice. This little click for the lighter and the cigarette. This is a special moment. Kyler comforting Darren. The character designs are always going to be wonky and inconsistent, so I'm like trying, in all these pictures, I'm trying to nail down like what they're going to look like. That's Darren and Autumn being cute. Okay, more yep. Darren yelling. This is Autumn and Kyler in the background. Here's Kyler. And yeah, I tried to do a lot of like pictures of them looking like they are posing for a camera. I just thought that idea was nice. Got Darren and Autumn kissing. We have a picture of Darren, Xavier, and Kyler, and I gave them a little more swag so you can kind of see what they wear. But yeah, they're like a drug dealing duo, and so I just wanted to make them look the part a little bit. That's Darren on the floor. This is a picture of Kyler with a little bit of steez. Also, I apologize in advance for saying steez so much. It's way better than saying swag. Hope you can understand. Oh, this was fun. This was supposed to be Kyler with a different haircut after he got his dreads cut off. And yeah, I wanted to see what that would look like. So enough of that one. That is that one. We did some fun stuff in here. I'm proud of this one. Oh, I forgot the main ones. Shit. The main ones that came out of this were this one. So this is like on the coast, kind of just based off of like my memory of the coast area. But yeah, this is Darren and Kyler, and they're just on top of the van smoking cigarettes and kicking it back. And then we have the official design for Xavier. And after all these years, like, even though this is a different style and these proportions are wonky, I really do like this face because I feel like it's very original, and this is kind of what I refer back to for Xavier. So far, this is like done. This is his design. So I also got this sketch pad for my birthday. This was a really nice gift from my cousins, and I used it a lot. So this is a nice little shot of all 4 characters in one shot. Kyler's like telling a story to them. So I like that I try to pay attention to detail like this, like how all the characters get along and how they meet up. So this is Darren and Kyler. This is all 3 of them. I mean, I attempted to make them smile, but I had no idea how to do that, and they look horrifying. Look at that shit. I have to apologize to humanity for doing that. Oh, and this was a really nice little comic I did. I just like the ideas that I came up with here. This is Darren and Kyler in the van. Kyler just grinds up some weed and a bong and they smoke it. That's it, but it's pretty fun. I don't see comics like this, so. This is Darren at school. People staring at him just because he's weird, I guess. This was an idea to open the book with just random shots of people within the Bay Area. I ripped these 2 out of this. This is Xavier and Darren, and they're driving they're just driving. So this takes place after Darren gets he gets beat up by a gang because he's just like fucked up beyond all belief. And yeah, they take his money, but Xavier comes to the rescue and saves him. And I actually love this face design for Darren. This is kind of what I refer back to. I like his long nose. It kind of shows, you know, the sensitive, beautiful being he is. I try to make him look a little androgynous too. He's basically me if I was a little bit more sexy, like all OCs should be. And this was a concept for a little area like by the beach that they all go hang out in after school. So I'm very proud of this little journal. I came up with a lot of good ideas here. And now we have this guy. So a little tragic story. But Green Room, the company that makes these wonderful journals, they discontinued this and made these other models, which are thick, longer, and square pages. Same paper, and I just had to get used to it. I was just like, fuck it. What else am I gonna do? So yeah, the Psychedelic West Coast takes place on the West Coast. Quick reminder to stay hydrated while you're watching this video. So here we have me messing around with comics a little bit more. It's fun to just like try to get 2 different shots of the same position, the same subjects. This is Kyler and Darren, and you can see they're evolving a bit. My style has been changing. This is them 2 like meditating in Kyler's van. This was a little fun thing to do. This was kind of just capturing what it's like to create characters. Oh, and this is great. This is all the characters. I did their faces again. Yeah, so at this point when I got this notebook, I was out of high school. Wait, actually, when did I get this? Holy shit. Okay. So I got this after I got out of high school and after I went on like this road trip that I was planning the whole time. And so this is during that time. This is Kyler and Darren smoking cigarettes on the grass. I really love how I did the grass in this. Good on me for that. Oh, I try to just practice like mini characters, background characters. Because to make a comic, you have to like put fill-in characters, but you have to make them look believable. So that's what I try to do here. There's a lot that goes into this shit. This is why I'm making this video. And this is Xavier. I try to give him some facial expressions and some props to show more character. Oh, this is fun. This is a half comic, I guess. This is all 3 boys in Kyler's room. This is the first design for Kyler's room. I gave him some posters, some incense, and a ground futon thing. Chill place. They just vibe there. Some psychedelic looking trees. I'm trying to like capture the psychedelic experience. A little comic of Darren and Kyler just jamming out to some music. I did some little music particles here. That was fun. This is Darren writing in his journal and a picture of a giant ocean being. And this is Kyler chilling out having a yerba mate in his van. Oh, this is one of my favorites. Okay, so this main picture is all 3 characters in the van. I really love how I captured it in perspective and showed them all hanging out together. But I also show Darren drawing this. So Darren is drawing it. Let me show you what the fuck I'm talking about. So let's see, he's drawing this right here, and this panel is showing him drawing the whole page, and then it can just keep going on forever. So that was a cool idea I had. Hang on, I know I missed something. I missed something important. Okay, here's what I missed. A little comic I did, and this was sweet. This was just born out of a genuine moment. Yeah, I had this idea to put "Be Here Now" at the back of a car, and so that transferred over to the van. Yeah, so this was a really fun comic to do, and also just the little details of like etching in some carvings on the wood in the van, putting some books here, incense, mate, and I think that's a Swisher wrapper and an ashtray right here. Overall, I like the messiness. It gives it a lot of character. Try to do a cartoony version of Darren and Kyler. Didn't really work out. And then Zeke was born out of my studies of Buddhism. I just really wanted to have a Buddhist character in the book, so it just worked out. So this is me also sharing my journals of my life. Jesus Christ, it's not the focus, but you guys will get to know me a little bit more, I guess. I like these designs because this is Kyler, Darren, Xavier, but I went for a more cartoony style. You can see that I'm going for more simpler line work, and so a lot of the details are going out the window, but it kind of just slowly is becoming a little more cartoony. So you can see how my style's evolving a bit. This is Darren writing in his journal, kind of scrawny and starved of all meaning. Yeah, he also writes something kind of cool here. At least I wrote this. This came out of a genuine fucking madness episode, but we'll just say it's Darren. But he gets really skinny because he just stops eating because he's depressed as shit. Definitely not writing from experience. I really love this. This was a comic I did of just Darren sitting on top of Kyler's van and just smoking. But I love the idea to have the smoke of a cigarette kind of drift upward into the different panels. So you can see that you can get like really cool stuff from this medium. I think the comic book medium is an untapped place of pure magic. Last one I want to show you in this book is Dobie was born. Well, not last thing. Dobie was born, and what else happened here? Elia was born, yay! She's based off a real person. And my English teacher, who is the counselor in the book. Yes, he's a real person. I don't know if he cares. He can sue me. I don't care. Whatever. But he's a cool dude, and I just wanted him to be in the book. So yeah. Overall, I'm proud of this one. We did good things with this. And next, we're going to look through this one. There's not much in here, but I got this while I had that notebook. So this is mainly sketchbooks and poems while I was traveling. Lots of poems and random doodles here and there. Oh shit, yeah. So this is Darren and Autumn. Horrible. I hate this so much. It took me a really long time to get Autumn's design down. Darren came out all right. I gave him some more stees. I gave him a necklace, a couple necklaces. Oh, and this is just Kyler being a cool guy. And out of these, I pulled this pic of the trio. You guys already saw that one. Another design for Xavier. I always do the characters' faces over and over again because I want to find what I want them to look like. But ultimately, this was scrapped. I think I kept some parts of this. This is Kyler with the poncho. I had this idea of Kyler wearing a poncho, and I decided to draw that. And I wrote your poncho-ness. See, this is fun. I have some, fun character quirks that I get to put into this shit, so don't say I don't do nothing for you guys. And here we now have this one. Look how much goodies are in here. This journal I got from Half Price Books. It's got Japanese binding, so it opens up all the way. I did a lot of shit in here that I really liked. So this was post-college and post-road trips. And yeah, I did a lot of experimenting. I'll just go through what I've marked. I was going for a more cartoony style and seeing if I can get away with something more unique. So I'm messing around with like more shape language and stuff like that. We have Xavier drawn in that style. I kind of show what Xavier carries on him. Cigarettes, switchblade, lighter, iPod, keys, and flip phone. Oh, these are concept sketches of Darren's bedroom. I ended up coloring these in digital, but I kind of want to show what his character would be like. World building, yay, we love it. Oh yeah, and this was a shot of 3 boys at school. Oh, and this was that one comic I tried to redo. You can see my proportions are a lot better, and I'm using a little more shape language in my character designs. It's another picture of Darren, and Darren as a devotee. Oh, this is fun. On my road trip, I stayed in California, and I just drew trees from life. Didn't do that a lot, but yeah, so this is a redwood tree. This is a Monterey cypress tree. And these are blue gum eucalyptus trees. So I was really proud of how these came out and just the fact that I was drawing from real life. Because on the West Coast, there's a very certain kind of trees that grow on the coast that don't grow anywhere else. So I really wanted to make that a part of the story. Oh, we have this really cool back-to-back shot of Darren and Xavier. So they're like the best drug dealers in town and they're best friends. They're like a really cool opposite duo who end up having like this conflict in the story. So this is Darren, Xavier, and Kyler. Xavier's sneaking up on him because he's about to go scare Darren. I started doing more backgrounds. I decided to stop avoiding my responsibilities and just start doing backgrounds. It builds a lot of worlds, and I should have done it more. Some of my characters on the train. After Dobie came to the picture, Zola and Goob came into the picture too, so they are fairly new characters. And this is another picture of Autumn that I hate. But yeah, this is another portrait collection. I like the new style that these characters took on. I like the balance of style and realism that I did. So we have Darren, Xavier, Kyler, and newly added Elia. I got her name inspired from Call Me By Your Name. Instead of Elio, it's Elia. I quite like that. Oh look, yeah, this is Xavier smiling. Oh yeah, so I drew Autumn with messy hair because I had an undying fetish for girls with messy hair. And we have these two facial expressions, which were cool. Oh, this is really fun. One of my favorite pages is Kyler's different facial expressions. And I want you guys to notice that, like, don't you see how much more life is added when these facial expressions come to life? It shows so much more character. So I'm gonna try to do that more with the comics. Oh, this is cool. Me just doing landscape stuff. No reference used, just kind of. I also really like this character. I don't know who she is yet. This is that same shot of Darren and Xavier driving a car. I had a problem with extremely thin necks, and I know that now, and I hope I'll never do that again. New designs for the characters. You know that's Kyler. Like, I don't gotta say this anymore. He's got fucking big-ass dreadlocks. Oh, this was fun. I was doing a lot of this writing, too, as you can see. But I love how I did Autumn's name here. And this is just little vague, weird comics that I did. I like Autumn's outfit here. Shitty proportions, but good outfits and whatever. Oh, Xavier hitting his facial expressions. This is Kyler chilling at the park. Try to do some more detail in the background and cool stuff. And this character, I really like this girl. And we try to do some more comic stuff right here. So it's Darren and Xavier waiting for the bus. Stole the reference from Pinterest, that's why it looks correct. But yeah, this kind of gave me the idea to use a little more body language when my characters communicate. And here was a nice change of pace. I did a comic, decided to make that shoreline with the clouds and the sun and make it look like an eyeball. But yes, overall, I'm proud of this. And then out of this book, this is where the cover came in. I'm proud of everything I did in there. I think I made a lot of changes. My style has grown a lot from here. So next up we have, last but not least, this is my current sketchbook. I don't know when I got this. I was doing a lot of pen and ink work actually. Got into more of that shit. It's a picture of Darren. I've always been afraid to do full body shots, but now I felt comfortable getting proportions right. A little bit of comic stuff here, nothing too big. This is Kyler, and then this is Darren. I was really happy from doing this. This is my favorite picture in the whole book because it's Darren smiling and he's happy, and I really like how the facial expression came out. So yeah, I got a little more into the anime style. I don't know if I just got lazy or if it's just something I liked better. I guess I like shape language, and it makes more sense to use more cartoony styles for a whole comic book because you got to do different angles of the face, different lighting positions, different perspectives. It's insane. This is the last character sheet for Autumn. I finally got her looking how I wanted her to look. And yeah, she turned out very cute. I made some info about her. And I want to do more stuff like this. More messy stuff. What else do we got? Nothing really. Just more practice. Oh yeah, I have one more I forgot to show you guys. And I got that sketchbook the same time as got this one. This is for, oh my god. Okay, yeah, this is another design for Xavier. I was still finding, you know, the different styles. You can see there's a lot of shapes in here. There's triangles and squares and stuff. It's a nice little portrait of Darren here. I'm gonna try not to show too much nudity in here. This was me attempting to do more designs of Autumn. They weren't that shitty. I just have a very specific look for what I wanted to do. And this is a comic idea. This part of the story is Darren's walking home from school. Xavier punches him in the arm. Darren's ready to lash out, but he realizes it's Xavier. They fist bump, and then they start walking. Kind of the introduction to like a much larger story that happens to them. Oh yeah, I redid that little picture of Autumn and Kyler. They have a cute relationship. I love them two together because they're both like super hippie and loving, and just they have a really sibling-like relationship. More designs for Xavier, a bunch of other shit. I challenged myself to actually draw a fucking car. I don't want to draw cars, but I have to, and it sucks because I know the models of the cars they have. I just hate drawing them so much. So a character sheet for Darren that I started. I gave him a little bit of a smile. Showed the books that he likes. Oh, this was kind of nice. Okay. I used her myself as reference for these pictures. I took two pictures, one of me sitting here and one of me laying, and then I put them together. Oh, this is a new character I want to add to the roster. I don't know who she is, but I'm in love with her. She is really cute. That's Darren and Kyler. Look how cute. I'm gonna say cute a lot because my characters are adorable. They're just so gorgeous. Oh my fucking lord. Okay, now we're gonna move on to my digital arts. Alright, so here we are. We are inside the iPad. Let's take a little look on what we did here. So the first thing we did was we colored a picture of Autumn. Looks nice. I try to do a little cool background. Next, we have Kyler and Darren hanging out on a mountaintop. Very anime style. Also, I want to point out, I'm gonna try to bust through these a little bit more because all these you can find on my Instagram. We have a colored picture of Kyler. I love how this turned out. Gives the colors and vibes a lot of... The color and vibe pops, okay? I'm losing words. This is a long video to make, but thanks for hanging in there with me. I'm trying, okay? Jesus. We have a picture of Xavier, and we have a bird's eye view of Darren's room. Fun experiment with perspective, and also for me to just make the layout of his room. Some of these things I don't want to go through because they're so bad. I'm just experimenting with a lot of these things, so don't get mad at me. Also, you can do this shit, so don't critique me. I'm just kidding. Okay, this is Autumn and Kyler wearing Grateful Dead shirts because music is a big part of the story. It's because it takes place in like where I grew up, like the Bay Area, but a more like fantastical version of the Bay. This character, let me flip it for you guys. Her name is Rain, and I think I'm gonna add her in the story. I'm thinking about it. She seems cool. I have this really cute picture of Darren and Autumn kissing. I used a lot of reference for this, so don't think I just made this up. But this was fun because I got the, you can see the lights are fuzzing. How do I say this? You see the lights kind of blurring the picture, and it makes a nice illusion that the light is real. I have this picture of Darren. Not really happy with the face or the pose, but I did do a lot of background work, and this was a fun experiment to kind of like fade and do gradients and stuff like that. We have that picture of Darren and Kyler meditating in the van. I fuck with Kyler's shirt here. I designed it personally. What else do we have? We have a couple pictures of Elia, which are decent. Okay, here's the cherry on top, man. This is a picture of Autumn, and I love this one. I love it so much because the shading just turned out amazing. I've never done it like this before. Like you have the highlights, and I have cool values for the shadows, which creates the illusion of sunlight. Very subtle things, but it just makes it so cool. You guys don't even know what I fucking do and what I study to make these things look cool, okay? And yeah, I've been coloring a lot of stuff because I don't know, I guess I wanted this to maybe be an animated movie or an animated show. I thought that might be cool. But yeah, that pretty much covers it for the colored pics, the digital pics. I have more stuff, but some of these stuff I just don't feel like they're worth showing. But yeah, this is where it's at now. Thank you guys for showing interest in this project. I don't get to talk about it a lot. It's a very personal story, and I didn't talk much about it. This is just showing you the art to get you guys interested or intrigued or whatever. Yeah, it's my passion project. I feel like I have to finish it. I feel like it's an important story for me to tell. I have a lot of it written out. Yeah, it's a work in progress, and I hope to see it come to fruition. This video was not easy to make because I had to do all this shit and put myself on camera and like gather all these materials. Look how much of a mess all this is. I have to, in my tiny room, I set up this light to get it good lighting, and I had to prop you guys on here, and I just, I did so much shit, and this is like not even including the editing and the audio chopping that I'm gonna do. Anyways, I do this because I love it, and I just want you guys to know that. For the 3 people watching this is for you. God damn it. Yeah, and for anyone who's interested, it's your boy. Fuck with your boy. I make cool shit sometimes. Hit me up if you want to collab or talk about art or share ideas. I got like a free schedule right now, bro. Like I don't have a job. I don't have any friends. But it's okay, because, you know, I'm grinding. I'm out here, you know, I'm on my shit. Have a good rest of your time. Thank you for tuning in. I love you. Mwah.